So dear friends, we are in the middle of the Advent season, middle of December of course, and the Advent season has much to say to us. As I said, it's a life's preparation that we speak of in the Advent season. Recently I was attending a seminar or perhaps an input on what was called the strategic planning for some of our commissions. And by way of introduction, I told them this is a good season because the Advent season is a season of strategic planning for our life. For our life. It's not just some little programs, some activities that we speak of, or even perhaps Christmas is very dear to us. It's not just Christmas preparation, but our preparation for life. So the message of today, or perhaps the central character of today, St. John the Baptist once again speaks about this preparation being the precursor of Jesus in the Bible. Before that, perhaps I have to say a word about St. Paul's letter to the Thessalonians, chapter 1. And in this letter, in this reading as it were, we can hear three words which are very important or significant in the Advent season. First of all, rejoice always. Secondly, pray unceasingly. And thirdly, give thanks to God. First, as I said, rejoice always. The Advent season is a season that we keep smiling. We keep enjoying in a way not only the company of each other, but with the hope and expectation that God is present in our life and He will surely accompany us till the end. Secondly, pray incessantly. St. Paul knows why. Because we can constantly get into temptations, we can slip, we can go away from God. Therefore, pray incessantly. And thirdly, always be thankful to God for everything that God has done in our life. Be thankful. To be thankful means to say, not only to acknowledge what God has done, but also to indirectly to expect more things from Him. Once you thank a person, the person is disposed to be more open to you. So also with God. As I said, the central character of the third Sunday of Advent is St. John the Baptist once again. In the first letter of Isaiah, we hear this, what we call this longing for the Messiah. And what will be the nature of the Messiah? Isaiah said, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. He will bring the good news to the poor." The Messiah will bring good news to the poor and all those attributes that are prescribed to Him in order to explain to us that the one who is coming into our life is someone special. And St. John the Baptist in the Gospel of John, chapter 1, he says that St. John the Baptist comes. There are 4 characteristics mentioned about him. First of all, he comes as a witness. The word witness is mentioned 2 or 3 times in this Gospel. And witness, as we know biblically, it means it has got a double meaning, martyr. The word martyr in Greek has 2 meanings. One is a witness, someone who gives witness in the court, says that I have seen this, I have seen that particular thing happen. So therefore, witnessing. And the word witnessing also means to be a martyr, to be ready to die. So therefore, perhaps in this both the context of both these meanings, St. John the Baptist is connected. He is connected as one who speaks for Jesus, speaks about Jesus, and explains to us how the Messiah or perhaps His mission would be. At the same time, He is ready to lay down His life. That is the second characteristic, that He is laid down to life for Jesus, and that is why He is full of humility. He says, I am no one before Jesus. I am not even worthy to untie His sandals. So much is His humility. And thirdly, His is a prophetic voice. What's a prophet? A prophet is one not only who foretells the future, but He reveals to us the will of God. And the will of God is many a time perhaps against our own personal and selfish will. But the prophet speaks aloud. And no prophet is welcome in his own country, in his own home place. The prophets are always condemned because they speak the truth. They speak what God wishes them to speak. And that is also perhaps what we say is the state and status of St. John the Baptist. He himself says, I am like a voice that is crying out in the wilderness. You know, the prophets, they are like a voice, a shrill voice that doesn't stop, that doesn't perhaps come to an end. And their life is their mission. Their life is their sacrifice. Their life is perhaps laid down in order that others may live. The prophets are not appreciated during their own time. Perhaps long after they are dead, they are remembered for their good things and their prophetic voice, which has revolutionized mankind in many places. And that is why St. John the Baptist is also a prophet, and with a prophetic voice that cries out in wilderness. And what does he cry out? Fourthly, we say, he cries out to prepare the way for the Lord, to prepare the way, to straighten all the paths, as it were. So therefore, that is his job. Last week I mentioned, or perhaps I explained what it means to prepare the way. To say that I am not the one whom you are expecting, but someone else, and therefore I am like a foot soldier that goes in front of him, preparing and clearing up everything. Because the one who comes after me is more important. And that has to be the motto of our life too. Not just John Baptist would say of Jesus, but we also should say of everyone else in our life that I am not important, but someone who comes after me may be much more important. For him, I prepare for my life. I prepare in my career. I prepare in this time limit that is given to me. And therefore, I said last time also, the parents prepare for their children. The teachers prepare for their students. The doctors pray for their patients. An engineer builds a house for someone else. So also every profession and every what we call the vocation is to serve others. Like St. John Baptist, prepare the way for the others. So my dear friends, as I said, St. John the Baptist, first of all, he is a witness. He is a witness who witnesses his life to Christ. Secondly, his humility is very touching. In spite of he himself could have assumed or perhaps told the people that I am the Messiah, I am the one who is preparing. He tries to move to the back stage, as it were, to say that Jesus is more important. And thirdly, this is a prophetic voice, a voice that speaks truth, a voice that perhaps we are not ready to listen, but at the same time, a voice that we cannot hide or perhaps put down. And fourthly, St. John the Baptist is one who prepares the way. Let us also learn to prepare the way for the others as we ask God to enter our life, that we ourselves prepare by helping others prepare their life.